ja, soweit ich weiß, das ist Molly.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Pickdroppers, back at it again with a Madden 17 video. Now, in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts on Madden 17. I've heard from a lot of people that Madden 17, in their opinion, has been the worst Madden ever. You guys see right there, my opponent just chucks it up and comes down with it. And that's a lot of people's problem this year. It's what they like to call bailouts. Bailouts are when your opponent does something really stupid and he doesn't get punished for it. Or you do something really good and then something bad happens. Like, let's say they end up blitzing their cornerback, you throw it to your wide receiver who's wide open, he ends up dropping a touchdown or something, and nobody's even close to him, and it's not even raining or anything. So stuff like that are what people in the Madden community like to call bailouts, in case you guys don't know. And it was really bad this year. I mean, this year, in my opinion, this has been one of the worst Maddens ever. And I think that the graphics are amazing in this year's Madden, and they have a lot of very good things. But, like I said earlier, people that don't deserve to be in a game are still in the game. People can just run nickel blitz the whole game and end up winning the game, and that shouldn't happen, ever. And there shouldn't be that type of blitz that's just unstoppable. And your running back shouldn't just block the blitz half the time. And then you guys have probably seen my 100+ things wrong with Madden 17. If you guys have not seen that, I will put that in the description down below. But like I've said, this game is I just don't really like Madden 17. If I had to rate it out of 10 for game-wise, of all the major sports games like FIFA, 2K, stuff like that, I'd probably give it a 7, because I do think 2K is like a 6 or a 5. I mean, 2K is just horrible. But Madden-wise, I'd probably give it like a 2, maybe a 3. No, probably a 4. I'll give it a 4. And that's mainly because of how clean it looks, but the gameplay just doesn't play out right. And there's just been so many bad things, like the swerving, that was just horrible. And I just think this Madden has been the worst Madden that I've played, at least. I started playing in Madden like 12 or something, and I just think this one has been the worst. Given in Madden 12, I wasn't playing against any of the nano blitzes and stuff like that. I didn't really know all the cheese in Madden, but I still thought that was a better game than this. But I do like a lot of their ideas. I like that they brought in rat catch, possession catch, aggressive catch. I just think they need to change some stuff. Like, in rat catch, your player shouldn't drop the ball. In possession catch, the player shouldn't fall to the ground if you're going for a sideline catch near the end of the game and they just fall inbounds so the clock keeps running. And if you pressed rat catch, you would have sprinted out of bounds. If you do an aggressive catch, the ball shouldn't just suction to the player, and stuff like that. They really got to change that, and I'm hoping they make it better for Madden 18. I just think that there's a lot of ways they can improve in their community. When they talk to the community, they don't really listen too much. I mean, the community has been yelling specific things for months and months and months, and they still don't change it. Now, I know obviously it's not easy to change things, because every time you change one thing, another thing gets triggered. So that's obviously not too easy, but I still think sometimes they're not listening enough, and they don't listen to a lot of our main concerns. And I'm just hoping that changes. The main thing is, though, if a player shouldn't win the game, or if a player is worse than another player, 9 out of 10 times they shouldn't win the game. Now, obviously, I know if they're very close in skill and maybe your player ends up dropping a pick because they have very low coverage, even though they were in position. Now, I understand a game like that, but a player should not be in the game if they are just horrible and they're throwing into triple coverage every game, but they end up recovering 2 or 3 fumbles because your running back doesn't know how to hold on to the ball. Stuff like that should not happen. And it just happens in this year's Madden. It feels like sometimes the worst player is winning the game, even though they're like so much worse just because of stupid stuff that happens in this game. Your player shouldn't drop the ball 2 times in a row. And especially in Madden Ultimate Team, players, their cards are based off of their best performances. That is when they did not drop picks and stuff like that. So especially 96, 97, 98 overall cards, they should not be dropping interceptions because those cards are based on their best performances, not just their average game. And so that is just really annoying. But you guys will see. I'm hoping in Madden 18 a lot of key changes, but I have heard that zones are broken. And I'm really disappointed in that some YouTubers even they almost never say anything bad about the game, and they're already saying that zones are broken, which is one of the worst things, because if you put a player in a zone, they should play the zone. Like, I was playing a game a couple days ago, and someone kept running C routes, and so I put up purples, but the purples just didn't play the C routes correctly. And when I remember reading the blog at the start of Madden 17, seeing that the purple routes should stop curls and they should stop C routes. The dude just kept throwing the C route, and my purple just didn't do anything. And so it's just zones should work, and what I'm seeing is they're not going to work again in Madden 18, which is it's just going to make the game bad. And some main YouTubers like Mr. Golden Sports have even are thinking about switching to 2K18 right when the game comes out, if Madden 18 isn't great. And you guys see, like, right there, my player is nowhere near anybody, and just because of a stupid animation, he doesn't get the extra 2 points. That is horrible. That's not football at all. They need to change that. Right there, I'm in man coverage. I don't know how I got beat, and he ends up scoring a touchdown. Now, obviously, this game's not pretty much out of reach for my opponent, but what if the game was tied and something like that happened? And that's the problem. EA just has the mindset that if you're winning by 2 touchdowns, then you're going to win anyway. And then in like 3 seconds, it ends up, your opponent ends up scoring a touchdown. He then, on the kickoff, he ends up forcing a fumble, getting the recovery, scoring a touchdown, and then you have a tied game. Just as easy as that. And it's just very annoying to play a game like that where the tables just turn so quickly like that. It seems like every other game or something like that. But again, there is a lot of things I do like about Madden 17. I know it seems like I just hate everything. There is a lot of things I do like. I think there's the defensive players react very well most of the time. I think wide receivers, besides the dropped catches, they play the ball pretty well, and I like that. Running back feels pretty smooth most of the time. D-line gets a lot of pressure. I think it's a little too much, but I think it's still pretty good. And I think Madden 17 overall just was a pretty bad game, though. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and write a comment down below on what you would like to see next. It's your boy Pickdroppers, and I'm out. Peace!